Introduction. In the heart of one of the world's most iconic metropolises, where skyscrapers touch the heavens and the pulse of urban life never falters, unfolds a story that is as realistic as it is captivating. This tale is not one of mythical creatures or far-flung galaxies, rather, it is an exploration of the intricate tapestry woven by the lives of ordinary people navigating the currents of modern existence. Set against the backdrop of the bustling streets of New York City, this narrative delves deep into the life of John Mitchell, a dedicated and brilliant software engineer. His story is a testament to the millions of individuals who rise every day to pursue their dreams, build their careers, and nurture their relationships in the unrelenting rhythm of daily life. As the alarm clock heralds the beginning of yet another day, John's journey commences. His life is a tapestry of work and family, ambition and routine, dreams and responsibilities. Each chapter of this story reveals the layers of his existence, with the vocabulary of daily life in the English language painting a vivid picture of his experiences. In the chapters that follow, you will join John on his daily commute through the bustling streets of New York City, experience the intricate dance of the subway hustle, immerse yourself in the challenges and triumphs of his work at a dynamic tech company, and savor moments of respite during lunch breaks and family dinners. Through it all, you will witness the ebb and flow of his life and the connections he forges in the midst of the relentless grind. This story is a celebration of the ordinary, a reminder that within the mundanity of daily life lies a wealth of experiences, emotions, and human connections waiting to be explored. So, step into John Mitchell's shoes and embark on a journey through the familiar yet extraordinary landscape of his life, where the vocabulary of everyday existence weaves a tale both relatable and riveting.
Chapter 1: The Commute. The morning sun painted the New York City skyline with hues of orange and gold as John Mitchell began his daily ritual. The city, like a giant clock, had already sprung into action, its people moving in orchestrated chaos. John's alarm clock, set to a relentless rhythm, jolted him awake at precisely 6:30 a.m. In the cozy cocoon of his bedroom, John felt a pang of reluctance to leave the warmth of his bed, where dreams often intermingled with reality. But duty called, as it did every day, and John was a man of unwavering dedication. He glanced at his sleeping wife, Sarah, her peaceful expression a testament to the serenity that the early morning hours brought. With a sigh, John slipped out of bed and tiptoed across the room, careful not to disturb the stillness of their home. In the dimly lit kitchen, he brewed a pot of strong coffee, the aroma filling the air, a harbinger of the day's challenges. The clock on the wall ticked on, a constant reminder that time was a resource in scarce supply. As John dressed for the day, he chose his attire meticulously. Crisp dress shirt, polished shoes, and a tie that exuded professionalism, his appearance was a testament to the respect he held for his work. In the mirror, he saw a man driven by ambition and responsibility, the weight of his role etched into the lines on his face. With a quick peck on Sarah's forehead and a whispered promise to return, John ventured out into the urban jungle that was New York City. The streets teemed with life, a kaleidoscope of faces, cultures, and stories. The symphony of car horns, the hum of conversations in a dozen languages, and the tantalizing aroma of street vendor food all blended into a mesmerizing cacophony. Navigating this bustling landscape had become an art form for John. He moved with the ease of a seasoned New Yorker, deftly sidestepping pedestrians and effortlessly hailing a passing taxi. The city, with its towering skyscrapers, seemed to stretch endlessly into the heavens, a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. The taxi whisked John away, weaving through a labyrinth of streets and avenues, each with its own character and charm. The ride was a time for reflection, a brief respite before the demands of the day consumed his thoughts. He gazed out of the window, watching the cityscape transform as he approached the subway station. Descending into the subway's subterranean realm, John joined the ranks of commuters who had become familiar faces in his daily routine. The turnstile accepted his metro card, granting passage into the underground world. The platform was a bustling crossroads of lives in transit, a microcosm of the city above. Amidst the throngs of people, John found solace in a paperback book on artificial intelligence. It was a passion and a profession, a subject that constantly beckoned him to delve deeper into the realm of possibilities. The subway station, with its stark fluorescent lights and echoes of announcements, became his temporary sanctuary, a place where knowledge and imagination met. Finally, the subway car arrived, a steel behemoth screeching to a halt. John joined the rush, squeezing himself into the crowded compartment, where 100 stories converged. He stood shoulder to shoulder with strangers, their lives intersecting for a brief moment in time. In this communal solitude, he was just another passenger, one among many, in a city that thrived on individuality and unity. As the subway rumbled forward, carrying its human cargo deeper into the labyrinth of tunnels, John's thoughts drifted. He contemplated the day ahead, the challenges and opportunities that awaited him at the office. The city flowed around him, a river of ambition, dreams, and aspirations, and John was a mere drop in this vast stream, navigating the currents of life one subway ride at a time.
Chapter 2: The Subway Hustle. The subway, with its labyrinthine network of tunnels and stations, was both a marvel of urban engineering and a daily challenge for John. As the train departed from the station, the rhythmic clatter of wheels on the tracks reverberated through the carriage. Passengers, like pieces of a puzzle, fit themselves into every available nook and cranny. Inside the subway car, John found himself standing in close proximity to fellow commuters, their faces a tapestry of expressions, some lost in thought, others engaged in animated conversations, and a few seeking refuge in the glow of their smartphones. Each person represented a unique story, a brief chapter in the grand narrative of the city's daily existence. John, however, had a different agenda. Clutched in his hand was a paperback book on artificial intelligence, its pages well-worn from countless subway journeys. He saw this time as an opportunity to make progress in his intellectual pursuits. With every turn of the page, he delved deeper into the intricacies of machine learning and neural networks, a world of ones and zeros that fascinated him. The subway car itself was a microcosm of life in the city, a diverse tapestry of backgrounds, cultures, and professions. To his left, a tired-looking nurse in scrubs clutched a coffee cup, no doubt heading to an early shift at a nearby hospital. To his right, a young musician strummed a guitar, filling the air with soulful melodies. Across from him, a student in oversized headphones fervently typed away on a laptop,
the glow of the screen reflecting in her eager eyes. The journey was punctuated by the familiar stops, each station a miniature universe, where passengers entered and exited, their lives briefly intersecting with John's. Announcements over the intercom filled the air, a mechanical voice announcing the next destination. In this subterranean world, time seemed to blur, and the boundaries between strangers and acquaintances became fluid. As the subway car hurtled through the darkness of the underground tunnels, John's mind was not only absorbed by the pages of his book but also by the broader implications of his work. He pondered the ways in which artificial intelligence could transform industries, improve lives, and reshape the world. Occasionally, a jolt or a sudden break would disrupt his reading, a reminder that the subway journey was anything but predictable. Yet, John had learned to adapt to these interruptions, as he had adapted to the ebb and flow of city life itself. The subway, with its unique blend of chaos and order, was a metaphor for John's daily existence. It was a place where he found moments of solitude amidst the crowds, where he honed his multitasking skills, and where he observed the myriad stories playing out around him. As the train approached his stop, John bookmarked his book and prepared to disembark. He knew that the subway hustle was just one part of his daily routine, a vital thread in the intricate tapestry of his life in the city. With a sense of purpose, he joined the flow of commuters exiting the station, ready to face the challenges of the day that lay ahead.
Chapter 3: The Office Grind. With the subway journey behind him, John emerged from the underground labyrinth to the bustling streets of Manhattan. His destination was a towering high-rise, an emblem of modernity that soared into the city's skyline. The glass facade reflected the morning sun, casting a radiant glow across the bustling streets below. Ascending to the 25th floor of the building, John entered his workplace, a dynamic tech company at the forefront of innovation. The office buzzed with activity as employees in various stages of dress code, from casual to business formal, filled the open floor plan. The hum of voices and the rhythmic tapping of keyboards created an atmosphere charged with energy and purpose. John was part of a team of talented software engineers, each a specialist in their own right. Together, they formed a collective brainpower dedicated to solving complex problems, developing cutting-edge solutions, and meeting the demanding deadlines set by clients. The office was a place where abstract ideas transformed into tangible software, where lines of code held the potential to revolutionize industries. The morning began with a flurry of activity. Meetings were convened in glass-walled conference rooms, where ideas were dissected, strategies were devised, and project timelines were scrutinized. John was an active participant, his expertise valued by his colleagues. He presented his findings, discussed progress, and debated the best approaches with his team members. Collaboration was the heartbeat of the office. The open layout encouraged spontaneous discussions, and the walls were adorned with whiteboards filled with scribbled diagrams and equations. There was a sense of camaraderie among the employees, a shared mission to push the boundaries of technology and create solutions that would shape the future. As the morning wore on, John settled into his workspace, a desk adorned with multiple monitors and a meticulously organized array of cables and gadgets. Coding occupied the core of his day, lines of text that held the power to create, to optimize, and to transform. His fingers danced across the keyboard as he meticulously crafted algorithms, ensuring that each line was a stroke of precision. The office environment was a symphony of jargon and technical acumen. Conversations were peppered with terms like agile development, user experience design, and data-driven analytics. John and his colleagues spoke a language that was as precise as it was cryptic to outsiders, a lexicon of acronyms and specialized terms that shaped their world. Lunchtime brought a temporary reprieve from the intense focus of the morning. John and his colleagues descended to the bustling streets below, where a plethora of culinary options awaited. The nearby deli was a favored choice, offering an array of sandwiches, salads, and hot dishes. It was here that the team reconvened, indulging in their choice of sustenance and conversation. Over lunch, the discussions ranged from the latest trends in technology to the intricacies of their ongoing projects. There was a palpable sense of enthusiasm for their work, a shared belief in the transformative power of the software they were developing. Amidst bites of sandwiches and sips of coffee, ideas flowed freely, and bonds were strengthened. The afternoon ushered in a renewed intensity. John returned to his desk, where he grappled with intricate coding challenges and delved deeper into the complexities of the software he was crafting. It was a time of deep focus and determination, where the minutes seemed to blend into hours as he pursued perfection. As the workday drew to a close, John wrapped up his tasks with a sense of satisfaction. He said goodbye to his colleagues, promising to catch up on any pending work the next day. The office, which had buzzed with activity, now quieted as employees filed out, heading home or to other pursuits in the city. The office grind was demanding, but it was also a crucible of innovation and creativity. John and his colleagues were architects of the digital age, shaping the landscape of technology one line of code at a time. With a sense of accomplishment, he left the office, ready to return to the bustling streets of New York City, where the vibrant tapestry of life continued to unfold.
Chapter 4: The Lunch Hour. The lunch hour was a brief respite from the frenetic pace of the office, a time when John and his colleagues could momentarily step away from their screens and immerse themselves in a different kind of productivity, that of savoring a well-deserved meal and engaging in meaningful conversations. Exiting the bustling tech company, John and his co-workers ventured into the vibrant streets of Manhattan, where the city's culinary treasures awaited. Among the plethora of dining options, they often found themselves gravitating towards a nearby deli, a cozy establishment known for its diverse menu. The deli was a sensory delight, its glass displays adorned with an array of sandwiches, salads, and hot dishes. The tantalizing aroma of freshly baked bread mingled with the savory scent of meats and cheeses, creating an olfactory symphony that beckoned patrons from near and far. John, a creature of habit, often opted for a classic New York-style pastrami sandwich. Its layers of thinly sliced, succulent pastrami were lovingly stacked between two slices of rye bread, accompanied by a dollop of spicy mustard. The first bite was a burst of flavor, a savory explosion that awakened his taste buds and provided a moment of culinary bliss. His colleague, Maria, on the other hand, was a vegetarian, and her lunch choice reflected her dietary preferences. She selected a colorful vegetarian wrap, a medley of fresh vegetables, hummus, and feta cheese rolled snugly in a spinach tortilla. It was a burst of freshness and healthfulness in each bite, a testament to the diverse culinary options the city had to offer. Seated around a small table near the deli's window, John and his co-workers engaged in conversations that ranged from the trivial to the profound. The lunch hour was not just about refueling their bodies, but also about nourishing their minds and strengthening the bonds of camaraderie. They discussed current events, sharing their perspectives on the news of the day. Politics, sports, and the ever-evolving tech landscape were frequent topics of conversation. John found these discussions to be a valuable source of insights and a way to stay informed about the world beyond the confines of the office. Yet, it wasn't just the news that filled their conversations. The team often delved into their projects, exchanging ideas and troubleshooting challenges. These informal brainstorming sessions over lunch often led to breakthroughs and innovative solutions that they might not have arrived at during formal meetings. The lunch hour also provided an opportunity for John to learn more about his colleagues on a personal level. They shared anecdotes about their families, hobbies, and travel experiences. It was during these moments that the office's diverse cast of characters revealed their individual quirks and passions, transforming co-workers into friends. Maria, for instance, spoke passionately about her love for gardening, describing the joy she found in nurturing plants and watching them flourish. John's interest was piqued, and he couldn't help but think about how Maria's dedication to her garden mirrored his own commitment to nurturing software projects to maturity. As the lunch hour drew to a close, the group reluctantly gathered their belongings and headed back to the office. Their conversations had provided not only intellectual stimulation but also a sense of connection and belonging in the fast-paced world of tech. The lunch hour was a cherished interlude in the midst of the office grind, a time when nourishing both body and soul took precedence. It was a reminder that amidst the hustle and bustle of their professional lives, John and his colleagues were more than just co-workers. They were a supportive community, a source of inspiration, and a vital part of each other's daily routines. With renewed energy and camaraderie, they returned to their desks, ready to face the challenges of the afternoon with renewed vigor.
Chapter 5: The Afternoon Grind. With the satisfying lunchtime respite behind him, John returned to his desk, reinvigorated and ready to tackle the challenges of the afternoon. The office, which had briefly lulled into a midday hush, now buzzed with renewed activity as the team delved back into their work. For John, the afternoon was a time of deep concentration and productivity. The morning meetings and discussions had provided the necessary guidance and context, and he was eager to apply his expertise to the tasks at hand. His dual monitors flickered to life, illuminating his workspace with a soft glow. The coding challenges that awaited him were formidable, and John welcomed them with a sense of purpose. His fingers danced across the keyboard with a fluidity that came from years of experience. Lines of code took shape on the screen, each one a carefully crafted piece of the puzzle, contributing to the greater whole of the software project. As he delved into his work, John was acutely aware of the clock ticking away in the background. Deadlines loomed, and the pressure to deliver on time was a constant presence. Yet, he thrived on the urgency of the tech world, finding motivation in the knowledge that his contributions were driving the project forward. The afternoon light filtered through the office windows, casting long shadows on the polished floors. The open workspace around him buzzed with activity, as colleagues engaged in their own tasks, their screens reflecting the glow of their work. It was a symphony of productivity, where the clicks of mice, the clatter of keyboards, and the occasional hushed conversations blended into a harmonious rhythm. Despite the intense focus, John wasn't alone in his endeavors. The open layout of the office encouraged collaboration, and he often found himself turning to his colleagues for advice and expertise. They were a diverse group, each with their unique strengths and areas of specialization. John knew that their collective knowledge was a valuable resource, and he wasn't hesitant to tap into it when needed. As the hours passed, John's progress was marked by incremental victories and occasional challenges. Debugging lines of code, optimizing algorithms, and troubleshooting issues were all part of the intricate dance of software development. Yet, with each hurdle overcome, there was a sense of accomplishment that fueled his determination. Occasionally, the office environment would erupt in applause or cheers, signaling a major breakthrough achieved by one of the teams. The culture of celebration and recognition was deeply ingrained in the company's ethos, a way of acknowledging the hard work and innovation that thrived within its walls. The afternoon grind was a testament to John's resilience and dedication. The world of software engineering was not without its moments of frustration and complexity, but it was also a realm where creativity and problem-solving converged. John relished the opportunity to push the boundaries of his own understanding and contribute to the greater goal. As the clock neared the end of the workday, John reflected on the progress he had made. Code that had once been a blank canvas was now a symphony of logic and functionality. He knew that the challenges of the tech world would persist, but he also understood that each day brought new opportunities for growth and innovation. With a sense of accomplishment, John prepared to wrap up his tasks for the day. The office, which had been a hive of activity, now began to quiet as colleagues concluded their work and headed home. The afternoon grind had been demanding, but it was also a testament to the resilience and determination of the team, a group of individuals united by their passion for technology and their shared pursuit of excellence.
Chapter 6: The Evening Unwind. As the sun dipped below the Manhattan skyline, casting long shadows across the city, John Mitchell wrapped up his work at the tech company. The relentless pace of the office grind had eased, and he felt a sense of accomplishment. The tasks he had undertaken, the code he had written and refined, all contributed to the ongoing progress of the software project. Leaving behind the office environment, John rejoined the city's throngs, this time on their way home. The streets, which had been a whirlwind of activity in the morning, now took on a different character. The energy shifted from the pursuit of professional goals to the anticipation of relaxation and the comforts of home. The subway station, which had been a bustling crossroads earlier in the day, was now a place of transition. John swiped his Metro card and descended into the underground world once again. The platform, which had been teeming with commuters in the morning, was now a quieter, more contemplative space. As he waited for the train, John's thoughts turned inward. The office grind had been demanding, but it had also been rewarding. It was a crucible where his skills were honed, where collaboration thrived, and where he contributed to the advancement of technology. He felt a sense of pride in his work and a belief in the collective vision of his team. The subway car arrived, and John found a seat, the vinyl upholstery a welcome respite for his weary legs. The ride home was a reflection time, a moment to process the events of the day and transition from the professional to the personal. He watched the city pass by through the window, the towering skyscrapers giving way to the lights of residential neighborhoods. Arriving at his stop, John emerged from the subway and joined the flow of people making their way home. The streets were now illuminated with the soft glow of streetlights, and the city took on a more intimate ambience. The familiar sights and sounds of his neighborhood greeted him, the corner bodega, the friendly faces of neighbors, and the distant sound of laughter from a nearby park. Returning to his apartment building, John's sense of anticipation grew. He knew that the evening unwind was a precious time, a chance to reconnect with the comforts of home and the warmth of his family. As he climbed the stairs to his apartment, he could hear the faint strains of music, a sign that Sarah, his wife, was preparing dinner. Entering their home, John was enveloped in a sense of familiarity and belonging. The soft lighting and cozy decor provided a sanctuary from the urban hustle and bustle. Sarah, with a smile that mirrored his sense of relief, welcomed him with a hug and a kiss. Together, they shared a hearty dinner, a time to catch up on the events of the day and to savor each other's company. Conversation flowed easily between them, ranging from office anecdotes to plans for the weekend. Theirs was a partnership built on shared dreams and mutual support, a relationship that grounded John and reminded him of the importance of the personal amid the professional. After dinner, John and Sarah often spent quality time together, indulging in shared interests. Sometimes, it was an evening spent watching their favorite TV show, their laughter filling the room as they immersed themselves in the storyline. Other times, it was a quiet evening of reading, side by side on the couch, lost in the pages of books that transported them to different worlds. These moments of unwinding were a vital part of John's life, a counterbalance to the demands of his career. They provided a sense of perspective and a reminder of the simple joys that brought meaning to his existence. In the warmth of their home and the embrace of his loved one, John found solace and contentment, knowing that he was not just defined by his work but by the connections and experiences that enriched his life. As the evening hours passed, and the city beyond their window settled into its nocturnal rhythm, John and Sarah prepared for another night's rest. The day had been filled with challenges and opportunities, and the evening unwind had been a necessary interlude of relaxation and reflection. With a sense of fulfillment, John closed his eyes, knowing that another day awaited him in the bustling city that never slept. The evening unwind had restored his spirit, and he was ready to face the challenges and possibilities of the new day with renewed energy and purpose.
Chapter 7: Family Time. The clock ticked on, and the evening's embrace grew stronger as John and Sarah settled into the heart of their shared sanctuary, their living room. The soft glow of lamps cast a warm and inviting aura, creating an atmosphere of coziness and intimacy. Family time was a treasured tradition in the Mitchell household. John and Sarah, in their devotion to each other, found solace and joy in these moments of togetherness. It was during this precious time that they could unwind, strengthen their connection, and appreciate the simple pleasures that life had to offer. One of their favorite ways to unwind was to indulge in a shared television show or movie. They had a rotating list of favorites that ranged from thrilling dramas to light-hearted comedies. Tonight, they had chosen a heartwarming family drama that tugged at the heartstrings and sparked meaningful conversations. With the TV remote in hand, they settled onto the comfortable couch, each taking their favored spot. As the show's intro music began to play, they shared a knowing smile, a silent acknowledgement of the special time they were about to enjoy together. The story on the screen unfolded, and the room was filled with the emotional highs and lows of the characters' lives. John and Sarah laughed at the witty dialogues, gasped at the unexpected plot twists, and occasionally wiped away a tear during the poignant moments. Their commentary, peppered with inside jokes and shared observations, added a layer of depth to their viewing experience. As they immersed themselves in the story, they also found themselves reflecting on their own lives. The characters' struggles and triumphs served as a mirror, inviting them to discuss their own dreams, aspirations, and the challenges they faced. It was during these conversations that they often found clarity and inspiration, each serving as a sounding board and source of unwavering support for the other. Commercial breaks became opportunities for connection. John and Sarah would pause the show, and in those brief moments, they would engage in heartfelt conversations. These were the times when they shared their dreams for the future, from the destinations they hoped to visit to the goals they aspired to achieve in their personal and professional lives. Family time also provided an opportunity to explore common interests. John and Sarah had a shared passion for cooking, and occasionally, they would embark on culinary adventures together. Whether it was trying out a new recipe they had discovered or recreating a favorite dish from their travels, their collaborative efforts in the kitchen were a bonding experience that nurtured their relationship. After the show came to an end, the room was filled with a sense of contentment. John and Sarah had shared an experience that not only entertained but also enriched their connection. They knew that these moments of family time were a vital thread in the fabric of their relationship, a testament to the love and partnership they had cultivated over the years. As the evening continued, they might delve into a board game, read aloud from a book they were both enjoying, or simply sit in comfortable silence, reveling in the company of the other. These moments were a refuge from the demands of the outside world, a reminder that amidst the hustle and bustle of life, the bonds of family were an anchor of strength and love. Eventually, as the night deepened, John and Sarah would prepare for sleep. The evening had been a tapestry of shared experiences and meaningful conversations, a testament to the importance of family time in their lives. With a final goodnight and a kiss, they would retire to their bedroom, ready to embrace the restorative embrace of sleep, knowing that the promise of a new day and the continuation of their shared journey awaited them.
Chapter 8: The Night's End. As the night's shadows grew longer and the world outside their window settled into a deep slumber, John and Sarah Mitchell knew that it was time to bring an end to another day. The sanctuary of their bedroom awaited, a cocoon of comfort where they could find rest and rejuvenation. Their evening rituals were simple yet meaningful, a reflection of the love and consideration that defined their relationship. John brushed his teeth methodically, the soft hum of the electric toothbrush a soothing backdrop to the quietude of the night. Sarah, in her own corner of the bathroom, took equal care in her evening routine, her reflection in the mirror a testament to the grace and beauty she carried with her. With their preparations complete, they returned to their shared space, the bedroom that held the essence of their life together. The soft lighting created an ambience of tranquility, casting a gentle glow on the framed photographs that adorned the walls, snapshots of cherished moments, travel adventures, and milestones they had celebrated. In the comfort of their bed, John and Sarah nestled under the covers, their bodies finding the familiar contours of rest. The room, once filled with the chatter and laughter of the day, was now a haven of stillness, a place where the world outside ceased to matter. In the quiet moments before sleep, they often engaged in whispered conversations, reflections on the day, expressions of gratitude, and declarations of love. These conversations, carried on in hushed tones, were the foundation of their emotional connection, a reminder that their partnership was built on mutual respect and affection. Sometimes, they would discuss plans for the future, the dreams they hoped to achieve, the places they longed to visit, and the goals that would shape their shared journey. These conversations were a testament to their aspirations and the sense of possibility that marked their life together. As the night's end drew near, John and Sarah found solace in the physical closeness they shared. Their fingers intertwined, their breathing synchronized, they drew comfort from the presence of the other. In those moments, words were no longer necessary, and the unspoken language of their connection spoke volumes. And then, with a final exchange of "I love you" and a tender goodnight kiss, they surrendered to the embrace of sleep. The night's end marked the close of another chapter in their shared story, a testament to the enduring love, trust, and commitment that defined their relationship. In the stillness of the night, as the city beyond their window continued its nocturnal rhythm, John and Sarah Mitchell found rest and renewal. The promise of a new day awaited them, a continuation of the journey they embarked on together, where each chapter brought new experiences, challenges, and opportunities to strengthen their bond. And so, in the gentle embrace of sleep, they closed their eyes, knowing that the night's end was not an end but a transition, a bridge to the dawn of a new day, filled with the promise of new adventures, shared moments, and the enduring love that defined their life together.